All right, here's how you make an expressive drum pad for push 3. First thing I'm going to do is take a drum rack in. Then I take a sampler into one of those pads. And let's go and get some samples. I've got a couple here. So I want those 3 closed hot ones here. I'm going to open this up. Add 1, 2, 3. Go to selection. Now I right click here, distribute the ranges equally, and now I've got to get the slide assigned to that. So I take the slide to sample selector, set that to 100. Now I've got those 3 samples all on one pad. I might want to look at some things like the voices to make sure they ring out correctly as I want, or adjust the release. Have those go out. Now this can get more complicated if you're using velocity layered samples. So let's try one of those. I'm going to go to our session drums. Open one of these, just take a drum hit. I'll just take a standard one to show you how it's done. Now I could take that, and if I wanted to drag one of these in, I can take just the preset for that and pull it in here, but it doesn't let me. So what I've got to do is make sure it's not racked. So I drag that onto a track, right click to ungroup it, and now I can take that over and drag it right in. And that's all my velocity samples of that one. So another thing that will often work though is if you take something like, let's see, I've got this one. I've got the drums here, drum hits. These ones aren't racked, so they'd easily come in. And now what I might have to do here is go and adjust all those ones I just brought in. Adjust these. You could have them to be just part of the pad if you wanted, or the whole pad. And I might have to go and move these around so that I can multi-select these, drag them around, adjust how much of the pad you want them to be on, etc. You might run into something where you've already got a kit made with a bunch of simplers or something like this. Let's just show what we do there. If I've got a simpler that's got a sample in it already, and I want to change that, for instance, so let's put a sample in there. Go down back over to these single samples I had in the Omar Hakim kit. Now if I take one of these in here, you might want to change this to a sampler. You can always right click on that, convert it to a sampler, and now you can do all that stuff again that you need to do in sampler to make these expressive.